My name's Stacy. I have been here at Geico for almost 8 years. I've been in the claims department. I'm right now a TCR1 adjuster. I'm pitching today. I don't know if I can go back. Let's see. There we go. So I'm pitching today for the Alzheimer's Association of Western New York. Let's go to the next one. Just by a show of hands before I start, how many people in the room either know somebody who has Alzheimer's, has a family member, knows somebody who's affected by Alzheimer's? That's almost everybody's hand. So right now in New York, there's about 400,000 New Yorkers living with the disease. It is the 6th leading cause of death on record. However, they do feel it is actually a little bit higher than that. Some doctors won't put Alzheimer's as the actual cause of death, or it may be something that the disease caused that may be the cause of death, so it may be actually a little bit higher. The last fact I put up there, 1 in 10 people over 65 have Alzheimer's. Out of all the facts I could pick, I kind of picked this one for a reason. So just to kind of round up numbers, here at Region 8 we have about 4,000 people in our offices. That would be equivalent to about our entire TCR1 department being diagnosed with Alzheimer's at some point in their lifetime. So it has a pretty big impact on most people. So that went to my last slide. I don't know how to use this clicker, I'm sorry. All right, well, we'll start with this one, I guess. So I'm pitching today. I'm going to ask for 3 different things. One is a grant, so we're going to ask for some money. I have some volunteer opportunities for Geico and our associates to get involved. And then I do also have a community outreach program that I'm thinking that we might be able to help as a company, and I'll explain all 3 of those. The Alzheimer's Association, I just want to read this. I didn't memorize this entire paragraph. So on their website, it says the Alzheimer's Association is the leading volunteer health organization in Alzheimer's care, support, and research. Their mission is to eliminate Alzheimer's disease through the advancement of research, to provide and enhance care, support for all affected, and to reduce the risk of dementia through the promotion of brain health. I actually have some of the Alzheimer's Association reps with me today. Essentially, their job is to make themselves unemployed. They don't want to have to do their job anymore. They want Alzheimer's to be eliminated. So, all right, so money. Obviously, that's kind of what we're here for today. So I'm going to talk about the driver education or evaluation program. You get the diagnosis of Alzheimer's. They don't take your license away from the day you're at the doctor's office. Eventually, it is something down the line. It's a progressive disease. You may have some issues with driving. The Alzheimer's Association has partnered with ECMC to do this driver evaluation program. How it works, the Alzheimer's Association will get a referral, whether it's from a physician, a family member, community member, anybody will recommend this program for you. The Alzheimer's Association will meet with the family. They do a very informal kind of consultation, go over some symptoms, things like that. If they feel the need is there, they'll refer them over to ECMC to the driver evaluation program. The driver evaluation program, it is with a occupational therapist. You actually meet with them. There's a in-vehicle evaluation as well as a in-classroom evaluation. After you do the evaluation through them, you actually go back to the Alzheimer's Association. They will do a more formal consultation with you, give you resources. If you can no longer drive, they'll figure out the best way for you, whether it's church members, a neighbor, community members, whatever you need to get you around, help your family out. At that point, they can also give you their other resources that are available. They do classes, they do care consultations, they have support groups. Anything you can think of, the Alzheimer's Association will get you that information that you'll need. The cost of the program is approximately $300 per family. Typically, the family would have to pay for that. It's a lot of money to say you can no longer drive. Give me $300 and I'll take your license away. What the Alzheimer's Association does, they actually sponsor that. They'll cover the cost for you. Today I'm asking for $7,200, kind of a random number. The reason being, that would cover 24 of the care consultations. It would be 2 a month. Now for claims people or underwriting people, if we get safer drivers on the road, what does that mean for Geico? Saving some money. Get safer drivers on the road, not as many accidents. We're giving them, if we get the $7,200 that I'm asking for, is that maybe an accident, 2 accidents that we can maybe prevent or save us the money on. This is one of the Alzheimer's Association representatives. The evaluations are a vital tool for helping families make difficult decisions when facing the progression of Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia. Basically, you're not going to go up to your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa and say, you know what, you can't drive anymore. And they're going to, you know what, you're right. And they're just going to hand you your license. Probably not how that conversation is going to go. The Alzheimer's Association is there to kind of help with that conversation, get that going, and really put it on the family to make that decision, give you that empowerment. So educational programs, as I mentioned, they do classes. I've attended many classes with the Alzheimer's Association. Everything they offer is free. What I was thinking for here at Geico is to do maybe like a lunch and learn or maybe an after work kind of class, host something here. There's several classes that they offer, not just about Alzheimer's and dementias. They do have Healthy Brain, Living Healthy. So it's something that even if you don't necessarily have somebody who has Alzheimer's, it is something that you could attend. We have more than enough room here at Geico to host that. Host for our community outreach. We have so many open areas here. We have this beautiful room. We have 101, we have 102. We have how many conference rooms in the building. When I met with Craig Maitland, he was my mentor for this. He's actually the one that came up with the idea, and I ran with it. Eventually, I would love to, we have the security. I reached out to the Alzheimer's Association when I started this pitch day. I said, what do you guys need? What can we do to help you? This was one of the big things they need. They need a room, a microphone, chairs, a projector, a computer, refreshments if we can do it. We have 101, we have 102, the lights are on. It's not gonna cost us anything really to have somebody come in. We already have security in our building to bring the community members in. If AVI can provide some coffee or water, whatever it is, they have the area here. And at the same time, we get to show off this beautiful building that we have. Why not bring them in? I feel like that could be an ongoing thing for Geico to partner with them. Host a class, maybe twice a year, something that we could have as a constant area for them. Volunteer opportunities. This slide I could probably talk about for hours, but I won't. I know I talk a lot. It's kind of a passion of mine, so I apologize. But the Walk to End Alzheimer's is one of their biggest fundraisers. Really quick, I know I mentioned it at the last pitch day. So last year was the first year we did the Walk to End Alzheimer's. My mom and I got together and I said, you know what, let's do $1,000. That'll be our goal. That's a lot of money to me, $1,000. Like if we can get 10 people to walk, we'll each raise $100, $1,000. That'd be awesome. The day of the walk, we raised $10,002. We had about 53 people walk with our family. It was amazing. We had such a good time. The longest day fundraiser, it's always on the summer solstice. It's a variety, anything you can possibly think of, there's a fundraiser for it. My thought for Geico with that would be to sponsor something. It can be anything from an ice cream social where we donate the money, or a walkathon, or we can go to somebody's idea that they had already planned out and send volunteers. There's numerous things we could do at the longest day. Blondes versus Brunette, it's a girls flag football game. Unfortunately, I didn't get to attend it this year. I would have loved to, but a lot of the Bills come out and help out with it. It's a big fundraiser for that one. The last one I have up there is the Run Jimmy Run 5K. That one's kind of special to us this year. Me, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it, but my entire family, I think there were 9 of us that ran in it. It was a 5K. The old Buffalo mayor, Jimmy Griffin, I believe his last name was, he had Alzheimer's, and it's a big fundraiser for them. For those, especially the walk and the run, they just need volunteers to pass out registration, collect, or flag you through on the run, things like that, basic volunteer opportunities. But the Buffalo News ran an article on my family for the Run Jimmy Run. It's kind of cool. If you just Google Buffalo News and Run Jimmy Run, you'll find my mom and dad up there. So why am I pitching? That's my mom and dad, they're back there. You can turn around and see them, they're actually wearing the same shirts. My dad, on November 27th, 2016, he was 59 years old, was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. He has young onset Alzheimer's. There's several pictures you'll see, they're all fun. The Alzheimer's, so he was diagnosed in November, end of November. My mom and I got involved in December. Right away we found them, we were lucky we found them. We've attended classes with them. We've done a lot of, there's our team. Sorry, I don't mean to cut up. That was our walk team last year. It was pretty cool. But they have helped us in more ways than I think they'll ever know. And they're here too. I have 3 of the association members with me today. They have been absolutely incredible. Whew. On the bottom there's the 1-800 number. That is a 24-hour helpline. Excuse me. I've used it. There is somebody that is going to answer that phone no matter when you call, what your question is. They don't care. They will help you. The classes that we've attended, we did a communication class. We learned how to communicate with somebody with Alzheimer's. It's a different world. We've done, what else have we done, Mom? They have safety classes, learn how to set up your house for, I don't know, is there anything else important that the classes, I mean, there's anything you can think of in there. I'm getting nervous now. I was fine when I got up here. I'm done. What questions do you have?
You're doing a great job.
Whew. I did good until I started talking about my dad. I don't cry. I really don't. My dad's here. He's so cute. Last time, I didn't have a slideshow on this one last time. It was just the one picture of my dad, and so I left it up there the whole time. So I think I did better. But this one, when it was scrolling through, and I could just see all the cool pictures. So.
Now you're making me cry.
All right. What questions do you guys have for me?
There's a question
I
back
have a
here.
question.
Yes.
So I know you said you were requesting $7,200.
Yes.
So you mentioned that the evaluations for the drivers are $300. Typically, how many do they see on average, like monthly?
Monthly. I know last year. I have an email. I want to say they did 64 last year. 67 last year.
Hang on.
She has the. I have the email. I can go through my notes. Honestly, I would have loved to come up here and ask for the $30,000. I really wanted to, but I couldn't do it.
60 to 70, so we, on average, probably about 65 we've done.
Last year.
Yep.
65.
And we
last
started
year.
later into the year,
And is that,
so it's a brand new program.
Yes.
is that 300 was not covered by any health insurance, or is that just not covered?
Sure.
The driver's program
Yeah,
is not covered. I think it's 287 is the exact amount, like if you just walked in off the street and went and did it, but then the extra, it also covers the care consultations and things like that too. So we rounded it up to, well, it's probably a little bit more than 300 in the end, but, that's where the 7,200 came from. Like I said, I would love to ask for the 30,000. It would cover the whole year. I don't know what 65 times 300 is. I can't do the math right now, but 7,200 I figured would at least be 2 a month that we could cover. And it's such a great program to put Geico's name on, in my opinion. I mean, it's a safe driver course essentially. I'm a claims person, so where my brain went to.
Is the thought for the $300 allotment, excuse me, is it gonna be needs-based, or is it gonna be just the first 20 or so people that, you know what I mean, like if the family was particularly more in need of the assistance?
The Alzheimer's Association automatically covers the $300 when you do it, so this would just be helping them out to, it would just, that's where I would want the money to go to for them. It's always covered through them. If you go through the care consultations, you can't just walk in and have them cover the driver education or the driver evaluation course. You have to go through the care consultations, which is totally worth it on its own. Their consultations are incredible. They really are. If anybody, I know a lot of people raise their hand if you haven't been in contact with the Alzheimer's Association. I'm not just saying it because I just pitched for them. They truly are a lifesaver. They really are. Any other questions? Thank you.